up, everybody? It's Matt Clark at the new Matt Clark. How are you today? I am doing fine. I am doing just great. I had a good day at work. Just got off the phone with my amazing woman and just having an all-around great day. So I want to speak a little bit about addiction. I've been getting a lot of questions about it, and this one particular person in my comments actually makes me want to speak on this. So basically the comment was, I've been working really hard and my parents aren't showing me that they believe in me yet. And what can I do to make them believe in me? And that's basically what I got from it. So my message was, you need to be patient. And this is something that you're going to be taking a lot of time working on, because as addicts, we punish our families for years. This is not a short process. I mean, I guess some people get into drugs and within a couple months they're dead, but that's rarely the case. Usually it builds up and builds up and builds up and gets worse and worse and worse until you hit rock bottom. But like, I know in my personal case, I've been putting my parents through shit for 20 years. You know what I mean? So for me, it doesn't matter how long it takes, right? They can hold a resentment for the rest of my life because I deserve that. I have nobody to blame but myself for that. You know, when you disrespect people, you take them for granted, you step all over them, even if they're there for you, even if they continue to be there for you and love you and be loyal for you, they're obviously going to have resentments. So that's something you need to think about. So, I always pick my battles with my family, for instance. So if I get in a fight with somebody, a member of my family, I will always sit back and think, what have I put this person through? How much stress have I put this person through? And if I get into this argument, am I in the right? Because, like, for instance, if I was to get in an argument with one of my parents one day, I would just be quiet. I'm not going to yell and scream and talk crap to them after what I've put them through. It just wouldn't be fair. So for me, the way that I want to make my relationship with my family is by doing, not saying, and over time things have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like right away I got sober and everybody in my family trusted me. It didn't happen that way. I've been slowly building up trust day by day by day, and believe me, it's still not there. I still got work to do. Everybody in my family still worries about me every day, because I was an addict for a long time, and it's a real reality that addicts can go back into it at any time. You can always get caught back up. It's just a reality. So it's about being smart, not putting yourself in the situations where you're going to be triggered. You're going to see drugs, your DLC specifically, or be around people that could influence you to do those things. One thing I learned in treatment that I actually believe in is called the SUD, which is a seemingly unrelated decision. So to me, this is a very important thing to keep in mind, because you could honestly think consciously you have one intention, but really, subconsciously, your real intention is to get near or around the drugs, the people who do the drugs, etc. So, for instance, you could take a bus home from work and get directly home, but instead you want to take the long way walk because it's a nice night, knowing that you're going to pass right by your local bar, and you're going to see everybody who you drank with. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that you have to be conscious of at all time. Sorry. I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm nervous. Sorry. Anyways, these are all things that we need to take in mind. So, for me to get sober, what I had to do personally was, one, shed everybody in my life who is a negative influence. Doesn't matter. If I did drugs with you, if I did crime with you, you're gone. Number two, do not regulate areas where I used to use. Do not go to trap houses where I used to use, or hang out with people who live in places where I used to use. Do not go to my hometown where everybody I used to use lives and is still walking around the street doing nothing. These are all bad decisions. you know, I moved to Toronto and I'm on methadone, so I'm gonna go and put my methadone clinic in the highest concentrated area where there's heroin addicts in the city. Obviously, I'd be tempting myself. And why would I tempt fate? Addiction is not a game. You know, like, eventually you will die. The longer you're addicted, the harder the drugs will get, and the more your chances are of death. Now, what we need to do is decide that we want to live. Do you want to live? Because I do. And I'll tell you what, since I've been sober, I've never been so happy. I literally wake up every day, go to work, live quite a boring life, but it's honestly amazing. Just being able to look up at the sky and be happy about it, be proud of myself, be able to go to the bank and get money out at any time I want, just get my life in order is great, you know, and these are all things you have to look forward to if you take control of your life. We can all do it. I'm here for you. I'm telling you, you could do it. You just have to decide that you want to. It's not going to be easy. And I know how tough withdrawals are. They're the scariest thing in the world. And I get that. You know how many times when I wouldn't have heroin, I'd be sitting in the waiting room of the hospital using the payphone, because I obviously am not going to spend money on a cell phone, using the payphone to call all the dealers I know, hoping that I can get a hold of somebody. And if I don't, I'm going to go into the hospital. That's how scary it can be, and I get that. But there are options. There are detoxes. You can go to the hospital, I'm sure. You can wean off. You can go to rehabilitation. There's things that you can do. You just have to look for the resources. So I really just want everybody to know that in these videos that I'm going to start really structuring when it comes to addiction, I just want everybody to know that I'm here for each and every one of you. And I am the new Matt Clark, all one word, on Instagram. And if you have any questions regarding addiction and I feel like I'm knowledgeable or could give you good advice, I'm totally open to that and would do it through a video. This is all stuff that really means a lot to me, means the world to me. I've watched a lot of people die. I've watched a lot of people lose everything. And if I can just help a few of you improve your lives like mine has, that would be major. And the reality is, it's not like I'm doing any crazy amounts of treatment, going to AA or NA every night. That's not it. It's literally like I changed my mindset. So I love every one of you. I'm almost at 500 subscribers. Let's get to 1,000. Please like and subscribe. Peace at the new Matt Clark.